a blessing in everything. Behind every moment of adversity in your life, there is a blessing and a lesson. Every moment of adversity has those two things. Pain always leaves a gift. Sometimes the breakup is the blessing. See, sometimes you got to get rid of a man in order for God to give you the man that you really need. You just have to hang in there. He might have something better for you. Don't worry about the people that God has removed from your life. He saw things you didn't see. He heard conversations you couldn't hear, and he made moves you wouldn't make. And that's it.
Letting go isn't always easy, but for a lot of people it's absolutely necessary. However, I understand that can be easier said than done. You may have experienced this, or you may be going through this now, or God forbid, you might find yourself in a situation like this where you're dealing with a man and you're struggling to walk away. Now, the reasons could be just they vary, because not every situation of needing to walk away from a relationship or a man is involving a bad guy, and that could be one of the hardest positions for women to be. And I always say one of the most difficult things is for a woman to be with a good man she's not in love with, because it becomes so much harder to validate and justify to herself and to others walking away. But again, if you don't belong there, we have to work on detaching from that situation, so that you can position yourself to receive what is truly best for you. But again, I know that just saying let him go, it doesn't help enough. You need more guidance than that.
What do you do when what God gave you to ride in starts coming apart? Do you give up hope? Do you walk away? I don't want you to define success or to ask God to preserve the temporary. See, God promised to get you there, but he didn't say how. And if you're not careful, you will put all your energy and you'll put all of your work into preserving something that God only gave you for a season. God brings some people in your life to get you from point A to point B. The thing you was counting on to get you to the other side. The job you thought you'd retire with. The house you thought you'd have the rest of your life. And the storm got it. How many of you have lost some stuff in the storm? Lost some people in the storm, and it made you feel like a failure. It was a temporary blessing. If it was meant to stay, it couldn't leave.
If you find you 2 or 3 people in your life, it's like the roots at the bottom of that tree. You are blessed, because that's them, the kind of people that ain't going nowhere. They ain't worried about being seen. Don't nobody have to know that they know you. They ain't got to know what they're doing for you. But if them roots wasn't there, that tree couldn't live, you understand. And they ain't got a hole. A tree can have 100 million branches, but only a few groups down at the bottom to make sure we get everything you need. I'm telling you, when you get you some fruit, hold on to them, but the rest of them, let it go. Just let it go. Let folks go. Get up and go on with your life. It's all right. Sit around, be depressed for a minute, cry about it, do whatever you have to, but don't stay there too long. Get up and go on with your life. So, you know what this is what I learned in all these years on this earth. If somebody wants to walk out of your life, let them go. Especially if you know you'd have done everything you can do. You can sit around and been the best man or the best woman you can be, and they still want to go. Let them go. Whatever they wanted after, they'll see what they had in a minute, but by the end, it's gonna be too late. 'Cause you're sick and you're cold, because half these people you be sitting around crying about it, worry about 2-3 years from now, you ain't gonna even remember their last name. How many times you've seen folks, someone you be like, what the hell was I thinking? I'd offended after, like, what was wrong with me? What was that? Your driver must have been lonely as hell to hook up with you. Let folks go.
I have learned that every blessing doesn't come to stay. Every friend is not going to be a lifelong friend. And if they walk away, don't stand there and cry over what was, because if you'd have needed them for the future, they would have stayed.
If somebody can walk away from your life, let them walk away. You shouldn't have to convince anybody to love you. If they can walk, let them go. If they leave you, it means they're not attached to your future. Some of you are taking too much time trying to convince people to love you that do not matter. Some of you are taking way too much time tolerating and trying to get people engaged that don't matter, that don't care, that are never, ever gonna help you get into your destiny. What if I told you that some of the rejection you have been facing in your life is because people are jealous of what's on your life? What if I told you that rejection is simply an indication that you have favor on your life? God is getting ready to do something in your life. You just gotta understand there's more to know. There's more to know. Straight up move, forget them. They are lying and they are untrustworthy, so move on.
God put people in your life for a reason. Others are there for a season. And it's very important that you recognize when people's seasons are over. God put people in your life for a reason. Other people are there for a season. Is the season over? Or have you decided, because you're desperate, because you just need validation, you need all of these people and things around you, you've decided to drag these random people into the new season of your life? You have a boat, and your boat is at its capacity. In order for your boat to not sink and go underwater, and that could be your career, that could be your life, that could be your personal life, your relationships, is that relationship over? Do you feel mentally, spiritually, and emotionally stimulated?
That person is not who you thought they were, right? They are not. Who you thought they were. The idea that this person was a trustworthy, faithful companion is not true. It is not true. That person does not exist. They didn't exist and they don't exist. It was in your head, it was in your head that this person was trustworthy, and they were everything you wanted them to be, and they were faithful, commanded. That is a lie. They are not that person. They've proved it by their actions. Thankful that you were able to learn before you invested more into this person. Be thankful that you found out when you did that this person was a liar, that this person was unfaithful, it's untrustworthy. Be thankful that you know it. If somebody wants to leave, let them leave. Your destiny is not tied to the people that walked away. Quit trying to talk people into staying. You don't have to convince anyone to love you, to call you to come see you. You are a gift. You are a prize. You have something amazing to offer. If they don't want to be there, that's a sure sign they're not supposed to be there. One of your dreams may have died. That didn't stop God's plan. He has another dream.
Think about this. This is a reminder that loyalty has an expiration date. You ever been in a relationship with some folks 3 years ago, and then you run into them and then you like, man, what was I thinking dating her or dating him? And you almost want to beat yourself up for even the fact that you were in love or had all of these ridiculous feelings for this person. That shows you right there that loyalty has an expiration date. You could never see yourself not being with that person. But at a certain point, all of the signs and wonders revealed itself that relationship is over. So if you had drugged that person, those people, those friends, into the new season of your life wouldn't be going as well as it's going right now.
And if you're hurting, know this. It's difficult. It is a battle within your own mind, and you have to be diligent to win. But you do have weapons. You can fight, and you will heal.